I was in the courtroom today when Wendy Howard entered a specific kind of plea called an Alford plea. Now, as a result of this, she's expected to be sentenced to time served and a year of probation. But entering this plea left her in tears.
In order to protect her family as the loving mother and grandmother that she is, she chose to enter an Alford plea, which again is maintaining innocence in order to move on from this nightmare.
Through pauses and hesitation, Wendy Howard entered into an Alford plea Friday to a charge for voluntary manslaughter in the death of her ex-boyfriend, Kelly Reese Pitts, back in 2019.
Justice for Wendy!
After a nearly 2-week-long jury trial in October, a jury found Howard not guilty of first-degree murder, second-degree murder, voluntary manslaughter, voluntary self-defense, and involuntary manslaughter. But the jury remained split 7-5 on the charge of voluntary manslaughter in the heat of passion. And earlier this week, a judge denied the motion to dismiss this charge.
We are disappointed that the motion to dismiss was denied and that the Kern County DA refused to drop the last remaining charge of voluntary manslaughter, a charge which has questionable legal legitimacy at best given the unprecedented outcome of the trial.
Howard claims that in 2019, she found out Pitts had molested her 2 daughters, and the question throughout the trial was if Howard killed Pitts out of self-defense. Courtney Morris, organizer with the Wendy Howard Defense Committee, says she believes domestic violence survivors will now feel less incentivized to speak up.
Wendy did everything right, okay? She reported the abuse charges, both domestic violence and sexual abuse charges that the children had to the police. They failed to put a predator in prison, which they admitted in closing arguments that he belonged in prison.
While Howard left the courtroom in tears, she still had support outside.
Wendy, you are not your plea deal, and your plea deal does not define you.
Morris adding after the upcoming sentencing, she thinks this will allow Howard to start moving forward.
She can begin to heal with her family when they don't have to worry about constantly going to court, when they don't have to worry about her emotions being weaponized against her.
Now, there is still a gag order on this case, but Wendy Howard is set for sentencing on May 4th. We'll, of course, continue to follow this and bring you the latest details. Live in downtown Bakersfield, Brianna Willis, 23 ABC News, connecting you.
Brianna, thanks so much. Now, the type of plea deal that Wendy Howard agreed to is different from a no-contest plea. I spoke with local attorney Kyle Humphrey to get an in-depth look at this case and the plea deal made today. He explained that Howard took an Alford plea deal, which allows her to still maintain her position as being innocent, although she will still be convicted. So you may wonder, what would be the benefit of this deal? Humphrey said for those that take these deals, it could make it somewhat easier for future job opportunities.
What does this do if you're applying for a professional license? It would give you the ability to not have the door shut in your face automatically. You know, some criminal convictions end your ability to do certain careers or jobs or clearances. On this, you're not actually saying that you did it. So the conviction may not be the final say in future opportunities.
You can find more details on the Wendy Howard trial on our website, turn223.com.